Hey folks, Brian. We got to play RQG tonight. Yes, finally back in the saddle again. Um, the party staying for a couple days in the old library, doing repairs on all of their equipment from the. Oh, I forgot to tell them about Dragonfire. Urgh. I need to remind myself to tell my players about slight modification I'm doing to Dragonfire rules. Anyway, so um, they're there for a couple days doing all this stuff, and during that time, they have an encounter with another tailed priest who comes and introduces himself and is talking. Okay, who are you? Why are you here? And what happened with your interaction with the other tailed priest, kind of thing. Um, yeah, a little bit of lore dump, or at least lore reference on because Aressa said, "Yeah, we showed him this, and he freaked out." Oh, yeah, he doesn't like that faction. There's actually a name for it, but anyway, so there's lots of still question on. We were given the password. What is happening? And but the Dragon News baseline is, humans are not allowed in the city. Humans are not allowed in the city. Well, why not? Humans are not allowed in the city. So there's that kind of thing going on. They asked something else that prompted him to send a runner to go out and get a second NPC. This one is a Dark Troll. Lead Tooth. He's got lead fangs. They don't know if they're tusks. Don't know if they're actually lead implants or if they're just lead coated or what, but that's what his stint is. And he's a little more communicative, and they find out through him that there is a dark troll in the city that he is here specifically to wait on and relay any information if he comes out of the keep, to do as he says, kind of thing. And it's not just this troll, right? It's this troll plus his uncle and his great uncle and his great grand uncle and his great great grand uncle, going back hundreds of years, have been selected for this position to wait on this troll Keyhand to relay any information to their clan on what is it they need to do next, kind of thing. So there's some kind of weird thing going on here. And it came out that Keyhand was the one who actually destroyed this city. So the party thinks, okay, this must be like a capital H hero, Dark Troll, or maybe some sort of demigod kind of thing. So we'll see how that all pans out later on. Okay, so they're sending the bird up, looking around, because they're trying to. Oh, they find out that there are, in fact, Brew and Ogre in the keep, and that they have been transporting humans to the keep. Well, I thought he was really loud. Well, ogres, Brew, they're probably eating them, right? that's not humans invading the city, kind of thing, right? And so they got the bird out looking around, and once they found out that there were Brew and ogres in the keep, they decided to get word back to Olorant back in Bagnot about, okay, here's a situation, what do you want us to do, kind of thing. And so the intent was to use the fetch, to send the fetch. Now the way I interpret the spirit plane, the material plane, and the frontier lands, they're fairly close together, right? So when you get close to a temple, there's going to be all kinds of temple spirits there, and you can kind of tell that's a temple, right? and that sort of thing. And so the idea is the fetch is going to follow all the river spirits along the river path up to Bagnot, and then he's going to have to manifest and look around for Olorant trying to find him. It only took him 2 days, but he only had like 16 minutes to try to find him each time he went looking because actually probably get more than that. It's got power 17, so it's got a 16 power it can use. 2 points per 2-minute thing, so it pops up for 2 minutes. You can recover those 2 magic points fairly quick. Now 16, it's a little over 1.5 an hour kind of thing. So I just did 16 minutes, make a roll. Did you find him or not kind of thing, and the second day he did. So no real issues there. So they found all around. Give him the information. Hey, this is what we found. There's Brew and there are ogres here. Can you send us reinforcements or help? What do you want us to do? We haven't found any EWF stuff here yet. There are Dragonoots here. They're keeping humans out of the city. The ruins, right? Because it's the ruins of the city. The actual city is still, the new Cordros. What's it called? I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, Cordros. So, hey, he says, okay, hey, if you guys can't handle the Brew and the ogres, that's fine. Come on back. That's that. How you can tell if an ogre's an ogre? He goes, well, sometimes there's some obvious ways, but he just can't really tell. Are the Dragonoots able to tell? Because the Dragonoots aren't kicking the ogres out because they're not humans, right? So maybe the Dragonoots have got a way to figure things out. Okay, so it took the fetch 18 hours to get to Bagnot. 2 days there, and then 18 hours back. So we're midday on day 55 when it shows up. So there's like 1, 2, 3, almost 4 days of stuff happening here in the ruins. Whether like searching around, anything happening, and the birds out flying around various times of the day and the night. And over 2 of the nights, there was a large creature out in the northern part of the city, which they have not been to yet. There's actually a wall that separates the northern part of the city from the southern part of the city. Large creature, get down closer. Yeah, it looks like a troll of some kind. So they tell the dark troll about it, and so they all kind of go out. The dark troll and Davin and Summer and Miriam, go to investigate. They can't find anything. Oh, well, wait. If this is a giant troll out here in the the ruins, it should have some kind of signals and stuff. So they call the bird. Okay, where was he? Well, he's kind of, where was it? Oh, yeah, over here. That's where he was. So I gave him a bonus. That time they found some tracks, large, barefoot, clawed footprints. That's a cave troll of some sort. So probably don't want to mess with those. There's actually 2 sightings of the cave troll. And so we fast forward, fetch returns, gives the spiel. David's pretty certain ogres are chaotic. And they started talking about, hey, they ran into some at Runequest and Darkgate. Oh, they're into 1. Darkness Runegate. And she was an ogre, and she was chaotic. She had cat features. We know the Brew are chaotic, and are assuming that fairly sure they are also, ogres are also chaotic, and this one was worshiping Molly, and Molly is a chaos deity. So some bad stuff, plus humans being taken up in there for nefarious reasons. We really should do something about this. So they move out of the library into one of the buildings that's not quite so dilapidated and destroyed. At a crossroads that gives them a view of the gate to the upper, I wouldn't call it the upper city, but the keep complex, right? and through a couple of major thoroughfares to get to the keep. And we run through. I kind of setting up watches because midday on the second day, I think it was. Maybe it was the first. The next day, there's an encounter. I actually rolled for ruins and it was skeletons, and so tying the skeletons in with the whole situation here, they've got human prisoners in tow. Nobody hears them. They split the party in half. 12 hours on watch, 12 hours off. Summer, David, and Jarstekos are on watch, and none of them heard anything. So the skeletons actually got pretty close. Jarstekos, I've randomly determined, was on the southern side of the building, which is where they're coming across. And so that's where we ended the night because we were just shy of midnight at that point. And we'll see how things go from there. Now, the live plays in the description if you like listen to that kind of thing. We did take a break midstream because I was trying to figure out, are there any non-humans in Argrath's army? I don't think there are. Dipping my bucket into the well of Delioth. Look, Argrath's army, what do we know about it? Because obviously there's the Braxian cavalry, there's his cavalry, there's the warlocks, and there's another set of cavalry, plus there's his companions and some Hamakti guys, that kind of thing. These are all humans. But I was trying to dig that out while I took a quick bio break. And you'll notice at the start, we're in the midstream of something, because when we first started, I had everybody roll search rolls to see if they might have found something in the library for the days they're hanging around. Just go search around, see what they can find, and sure enough, Arestra did find, in fact, a book in good enough condition to be, considered still a book or scrolls. I'm not sure what exactly the type is, because Bronze Age, clay tablets, unless we've got papyrus. Anyway, and so I randomly determined what this book was about, but it's in Darahapan. Is that how you say that? Darahapan. That language, right, which none of them know anything about, so they didn't recognize the script itself. But they did repair on it to improve its stability, and then David did the sorcery spell, not protection. Shoot, but there's a spell to help protect stuff, gives it +1 armor points, kind of stuff, right? And keeps it in the condition it is when the spell is cast. So they've got that packed away for future reference. And we are waiting on the skeletons. Yeah. Happy gaming.